Hi guys, I'm Jayden Fleming, riding for Lucid Gravity, and today we're going to take you through my new 2026 Marin Alpine Trail XR. The frame, I've got the Alpine Trail XR. It is 170 in the front, 160 in the rear. I run a size medium. I'm just under 6 foot, so maybe on the smaller side, but I really like smaller, playful, fun bikes. So for me, the medium's been perfect. Dirt jumping is what I know, and I wanted to make my bike feel as much like a dirt jump as I can, so I decided to put it in the high, short, and relatively steep range. Not go for the slacker option. I haven't really tested around with the other ones, but as soon as I jumped on this bike in this setting, it felt pretty good, so I've stuck with it from there. The guys from Marin have really thought through the smaller details in this frame, which has been pretty epic, with the molded chainstay protector and the down tube protector. No faffing around with clear wraps or anything to do it. It's already there and set up. The tube box on the inside's been so good. It's been super helpful at keeping food and storage for those bigger days out in the mountains. So they've really thought through the little details, and I've been loving it. The drivetrain on this one, we've got the new Microshift MX Advent 11-speed. New model for them this year. Been really impressed with it so far. Big upgrade, so really stoked on it. I prefer running the mechanical shifter. I find it a little bit more responsive. I can really feel between gears and you know what you're doing the whole time. The cassette on this is a 11 to 50. It gives me all the range I need. I'm running this as a mullet, so even with a slightly smaller back wheel, that bigger range in the rear end gives me all the gap I need for going up big hills and also down to the small ones going downhill. So. Got the Hope Evo crank set. I've been running these cranks for a couple years now. I love them. Got these in a 165. I run 155 on my dirt jumper, but I want a little bit more leverage on my trail bike, so if pedaling going up hills, you've got something a little bit more to snap on. So for me, 165 is a happy medium. So yeah. Got the T-Mac pedals. I've been running these for 3 years now, and I swear by them. I've seen a lot of people just use them on their dirt jump bikes and dirt jump pedals, but I've been loving it on kind of trail flat pedals. Super grippy. They're a taller pedal, which I really like, and the pins are really deep, so they work good for me. The wheel set, I've got this set up as a mullet, so 29 on front, 27 on the back. I got the WTB wheel set on this, set up as a mullet. Got the CZI 30s, the carbon wheels. With the tyres I'm running, I've got a Judge on the front, gives me enough grip, and on the back I've got a Trail Boss as high speed, low rolling resistance tyre, so I've been loving them. I wouldn't say I ride tech trails too much, and I prefer to be sliding around a bit, so for me it's really good. Even when it's wet or it's muddy, I run this setup. To me, sliding around's more fun, so that's why I've opted for the Trail Boss on the back. Got the new Evo GR4 brakes on this. They've been a huge upgrade from the previous model of Evo. This is the first bike that I've run them on, and so far I've been blown away with the power, the grip, reliability, and going down steep, how long it takes for them to heat up, and they've been no problem so far. The adjustable in them are pretty awesome. I like to have my brake levers wound all the way out and have my fingers as stretched as I can, but when Martha was riding my bike yesterday, and she likes to have them all the way in. It's pretty cool to be able to adjust that so quickly and change your bike point so easily, and been so impressed with them so far, really happy with them. We've got the dirty bars. I've got them cut down to 750. I like mine a little bit more narrow. I normally ride dirt jumpers and my bars are 710 on that, so even 750 feels a little bit wide. But been loving that. Got the copperhead stem. I'm running a medium-sized frame with a really short stem. I want to have my bike as small and playful as I possibly can. Having the really short stem, the narrow bars, and a short frame has allowed that. So it's been fun. It's been cool to have a big trail bike that's still playful, maneuverable, and that sort of thing as well. On the front, we've got the Marzocchi Super Z, a big, stiff, stable fork. I run my suspension pretty hard, and this has been great for that with the compression all the way up, but definitely not had any problems with flex and that sort of thing, so I've been loving them. I find these forks a nice medium between super playful and overly stiff like a downhill bike. They're still pretty light in the terms of things, so it still becomes playful to match the rest of the bike. I've got the compression's up pretty hard, and the rebound's also pretty hard. So it is stiff, but it's also quite bouncy at the same time. On the rear, we've got the Marzocchi Bomber Air. Had the option choosing between the spring and the air shock. I chose the air shock purposely because I ride my bikes pretty hard, and I find these a bit easier to set up, but easier to maintain. I really enjoy it so far, so that's why I've got that on my downhill bike, and this bike we're pretty stoked on. I think this bike is a bit of a Swiss Army knife, you can handle a gnarly downhill trail, you can handle a big XC ride. I've done bigger jumps on it. You can really take this anywhere, and it's perfectly suited to anything, It's not like a downhill bike, not like a cross-country bike, so anyone that wants to ride anything, this bike's for them. If you're as stoked on this bike as I am, you should definitely head over to Marin's website, check it out in more detail, and get down to your local Marin stockist and ask them all the questions about it.